Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And Brazil's Ricardo Ramos just remained undefeated in the UFC against Kyung at UFC 227 on the Fox prelims. Ricardo Ramos is now 3-0 under the UFC banner. He had two very impressive first round KOs, I believe, in his first two fights in the UFC. Most recently, pretty brutal KO over Ayman Zahabi. He came into this fight against Kyung, who was also on a winning streak. Kyung was on a 3-fight winning streak. Although he had a 4-year layoff in between his second and third of those wins because he had mandatory military service over in Korea, so hasn't been able to be as active as a fighter, but still looked great when he returned against Guido Canetti with, I believe, a 3rd-round submission. And he looked good in this fight. It was a closely contested fight, hence the split decision. But it was a close first round, Ricardo Ramos getting the better of the striking, but Kang was able to score a couple of takedowns. But in the first round, Ramos was able to stand up and, multiple times in the first round. So even though he got taken down, it wasn't like he really got controlled. And when he was standing up, he had a slight advantage on the striking. Even though Kyung was able to score with some low leg kicks, I still felt like the slight striking advantage went to Ramos. Kang scored a takedown early in the second round, but Ramos attacked from the bottom with elbows and a heel hook attempt, and he was eventually able to get on top in Kang's guard before the fight was stood back up with about a minute to go. Ramos seemed like the fresher fighter at that point and landed a 1-2 before shooting for a takedown to score at the end of the second round. He scored that takedown. There was only about 10 seconds left. He didn't do much with it, but still, he was able to score at the end of round 2. So, you could have had the first 2 rounds for Ramos, or it could have been 1-1 going into the 3rd round. And in the 3rd round, Ramos continued to have the striking advantage, although Kang was scoring with leg kicks. Ramos was also scoring with a brief takedown in the 3rd round, and he possibly edged out the round with that brief takedown, as well as the slight striking advantage in the 3rd round. So Ramos could have won 2 rounds, could have won 3 rounds. Really close fight. Wasn't the most exciting fight. It was more of a technical fight, but still, Ramos with a big win, remains 3-0. So congratulations to Ricardo Ramos with a big win at UFC 227. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. And before we go, shout out to all the full-time MMA white belts that have hit the subscribe button. Make sure you also hit the bell right next to it so you get notified every time we upload a new video. This is the hardest working MMA channel on YouTube. We provide daily updates. We do predictions, betting advice, songs, fantasy fights. We create all different types of MMA related content on a daily basis. We've also interviewed Aljamain Sterling, Sean O'Malley, Bruce Lutch-Medio, and Felony Charles Bennett, all in just 1 year as an MMA channel. We're still small, but we're definitely one of the fastest growing on YouTube. So with that being said, if you want to see even more videos like this, make sure you check out the Full-Time MMA Dojo over on patreon.com. There's more free videos over here, and you can also learn more about where this channel came from and see the goals of this channel as we continue to grow. So with that being said, whether you're a long-time subscriber or just a new person watching this video, I appreciate it. And we recently just got approved as an Onnit affiliate, so we got what you need. Whether you're trying to think clearer, work out harder, or sleep better, check the links in the description for a 100% free trial of Alpha Brain, Shroom Tech Sport, or a new move. I'm telling you, we got what you need. Links are in the description. See you on the next video.
Da 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 da! It's the motherfucking DOG.